It is a good day to give God praise. Oh, yes, it is. I don't care what you're going through right now. You are surviving. You are a survivor. Just that one thing that God has brought you through, you ought to say, thank you. I am a survivor. Yes, I know you're in the middle of something and you need a word right now. But before the next word comes, you need to stop and just say, thank you for the word you've already given me. I am Dr. Kimberly Nelms Smar. I'm a psychologist, a professor. I'm a spiritual teacher and a senior pastor. I'm a mother, I'm a wife, but after all of that is said and done, I am a regular, real person just like you. And I've been in the situation where I've said, God, I need a word from you. If I don't hear a word, if I don't see a word, if I can't read a word, if I don't hear it in a song, I don't know what I'll do. I need a word from you. And you may be right there, right now, saying those same words. Lord, I need a word from you. My marriage is on the verge of busting up. I need a word. My children are acting up. I need a word. My job is laying off. I need a word. I don't even have a job. I need a word. My home is in foreclosure. I need a word. My bills are due. I need a word. My spiritual anointing seems like it's dried up. I need a word. Have you been there, or are you there right now where you feel your spiritual gifts are just inactivated? I need a word. I'll just sum it up like this. It's me, oh Lord, and I need a word. Are you saying that in your situation right now? Well, I have two questions for you. Number one, what is the word that God has already given you? That's the word you got to stand on in the midst of what you're going through. What is the word that God has already given you? And number two, what are you doing with the word that God has already given you? What are you doing with the word that God has already given you? Have you laid it to the side? Have you given up on it? Have you put it down? Have you forgotten about it? Have you lost hope and faith in that word? Well, I'm here to encourage you with the word that already has been given to you from God. You got to fight for it. Oh, yes, you have got to fight for it. Don't give up on it, but fight for it. You know what? Sometimes we can go through the situation. We forget the word that God has already given us. We give up on that word. And then we say, Lord, I need another word. He says, I've already given you a word. What are you doing with the word that I've already given you? I think about Psalms 105:19. The word came to Joseph, but I want to relate it to you. It says, until the word comes, the word must test. Until your word comes to you, the word must test you. Psalms 105:19. Until your word manifests, your word must test your character, test your integrity, test your humility, test your honesty, test how loving you will be already before God manifests the word. You got to fight for that word. You're in need of a word. Fight for the word that he's already given you. The word that you put down. Fight for that word that he's already given you. The word that seems like it won't come to pass. Fight for the word that he's already given you. In 1 Samuel chapter 1, Hannah, she said, I got to fight for this word. Her husband was good to her, but she had no children, and she knew she wanted a child from God. She could have given up. She could have said it's not possible. God has shut up my womb. Peninnah, the other wife, has all these children. Yes, I have things from my husband, but I just can't get this one prayer answered. She could have said that, but no, she fought in prayer for her word. And that's what you got to do. When you don't see the word manifesting, fight in prayer. Until it manifests, fight with a praise. Until it comes to pass, fight with faith. This is not a fist fight. This is not a fight you can cuss it out. You can't fight it out. You can't beat it out. You can't holler it out. You have got to fight the good fight of faith. So until your word comes, until your word manifests, I want you to fight for your word. You don't need another one. Just fight for the one that God has already given you. I'm Dr. Kimberly Nelms Smar, and I'm going to see you again. Keep fighting for your word.